So I watched Detroit and Dallas, and I didn't like the ending of the game. And I'm not talking about the officials, which I don't know if there was deception. You can argue about it all day long. It's over, and nobody's rescinding the call, and Dallas won, and Detroit lost. I was as confused as you were. But that ending is why I don't trust Dallas or Detroit. Let's start with Dallas. Under 2 minutes left. You lead 17-13. You have a great kicker. Why are you passing the ball? Detroit's got one timeout left. What are you doing? No situational awareness. What are you doing? Run the ball. Set up your field goal kicker. Go ahead 20-13 instead of throwing a heave out of bounds, stopping the clock, allowing Detroit another crucial timeout. If you're going to pass, maybe a screen, high percentage. Maybe Dak, quarterback draw, something high percentage. Not hurl it out of bounds, stopping the clock. You were in field goal range. You have a great field goal kicker. Go up by a touchdown. It's not difficult. Dak should know better. Mike McCarthy should know better. What's going on? Another Mike McCarthy blunder with clock management. How about Detroit? Yes, the refs appeared to hose you. But take a PAT and go to overtime. You had momentum. You just kept that Cowboy team on the field. What are you doing? Dan Campbell, you're not a fan. You're a coach. Players always want to go for it. Fans always want to go for it. Coaches step in unemotionally, without reckless regard, and just kick the PAT. You'd already used your trick play. And it was a great trick play. Confused the refs. But now you can't go back to another trick play. And Dallas is too good situationally on defense to try and score again in that crowded red zone. What are you doing? Again, everybody wants to talk about the officials, and I get it. But this illustrates why I don't think Detroit or Dallas are trustable late in games, in big playoff games where the margins shrink. There's no more Washington Commanders in the playoffs. There's no more Carolina Panthers. Yeah, Dallas is 8-0 at home. Great. You're not going to get these New York Giants twice in the playoffs. You're getting a San Francisco. You're going to get an angry Philadelphia. You're getting a red-hot Rams team. You're maybe getting a Packer team that is spinning it offensively. Reassess plans when information and data change. You'd used your trick play, and it really should have been a walk-off win. It should have been. It looks like it was a blunder. I got your back on that one. But it didn't, because the officials were confused. I was confused. Viewers confused. And so you had your trick play you designed, for officiating reasons or whatever, communication reasons, it didn't work. And now you got to go and you got to kick. This Jared Goff play was wonderful. And I was on the couch going, what a play call. But the officials negate it. Unemotional. Take a deep breath. Kick the PAT. You're the better team. 800 yards of total offense. You'll be able to move the ball again. Don't trust these teams. Forget the officials. You can't control them. I can control my teams and my play calling and my clock management. Detroit, Dallas, can't see either team winning 2 games in the playoffs. 1, maybe. 1 at home, sure. 2, can't see it. Well, I'm a fan of Kyler Murray. He's a huge talent. But Philadelphia, and I've been Mr. Optimistic with the Eagles, but they lost 35-31. Arizona had 32 first downs. I mean, just if you didn't watch this game, they should have won by more. I'm getting to the point with the Eagles. Was last year's magic mostly driven by 2 great coordinators who were so good they got head coaching jobs, and both are overachieving now, one with Arizona and one with the Colts. When teams have personnel, but they can't resolve issues, that's a head coach issue. That's the Chargers defense with Brandon Staley. It's better since he left. Nick Sirianni, they were outscored 29-10 by Arizona. That's a bad defense. They have the receiver talent, the tight end talent, the O-line talent, the left tackle talent, the running back talent, the quarterback's talented. It's all there. Outside of the tush push, what are they offensively? A.J. Brown has not had a touchdown He didn't have one in December. Not one. How? Jalen Hurts is now wildly inconsistent. Has more giveaways this year. We still got a game to go. Than he had the previous 2 years when he had offensive coordinator Shane Steichen in the building. The pass rush. Where did it go? Last year, first in the league, 70 sacks, blew the league away. This year, little more than half, 41. Was it the coordinator? Was it the personnel? I'm not saying some of their defensive shortcomings, they're not very good in the back end. But Nick Sirianni, McVay, and Kyle Shanahan have lost great coordinators, and they just keep finding great ones. Maybe it's luck. But Sirianni had 2 great coordinators. They both left, and it looks like he kind of missed on the next guys. It happens. And I'm not saying Philly's defense has elite personnel. It's not this bad. Their pass rush now is Last year, it wrecked the league. So now, is it because last year they played with gigantic leads all the time? And that Hassan Reddick could pin his ears back? Maybe that's part of it. But this Philly mess doesn't feel like it's just a personnel mess. The offense is all over the map. What are they? What do they do well outside of the tush push? Yeah, you want to go into the playoffs knowing what you do well. You want answers, not questions. It's why, there's certain Dallas. Like, what does Dallas do well offensively? I know CeeDee Lamb is great, but they don't run the ball. They're not good situationally. Dak's good at home, not as good on the road. What do the Cowboys do well? Consistently. Niners run the ball consistently. Ravens do a lot consistently. Philadelphia's issue is offensively, I don't even know. You're supposed to be able to, and we've said this before, if you have a good CEO, a flawed company should, you would imagine, over time, solve some of the issues. I understand the defensive weaknesses. A lot of those are personnel. The offense, the O-line's great. It's got Hall of Famers on it. Right tackle, center, left tackle's great. A.J. Brown, Smith, good tight ends, capable running backs, Jalen Hurts. If you can't solve issues by this time, that's the Chargers defense with Staley. It feels like a head coaching issue. Hi, everybody. Thanks for watching. Subscribe here to get the latest from the show. Also, be sure to check out more of the best clips from The Herd or go watch a few segments from other shows on FS1.